So, carrot cake, as you can see, is fully done. It's risen very well. Came out perfectly. Yay! So I'm gonna let that cool. And then while that's cooling, I am going to do my last recipe for the day. I've been cooking all day. Chocolate chip cookies. So I added the usual suspects, such as brown sugar, cane sugar, the flour, the vanilla. In there, a cup of salted butter and eggs. I blended them together so I can mix it. But what I'm doing differently for chocolate chip cookies, sorry y'all, is adding in some coconut flakes. I'm going to add in some almonds. These are going to be some really good cookies, as they should be. So that's, ooh, that looks good. All that butter and eggs, we want that to mix well. Toss this in the sink, rinse it. So while that's soaking in soap, I'm gonna mix this with the spatula. You guys can see me. Pro tip, and I looked this up online to verify. Line your pan with parchment paper so you don't have to grease the pan. So that's what I did. I knew there was a reason I brought this baking stuff. It looks like I gotta go right back to the store, probably tonight or tomorrow, and pick up some more flour, brown sugar, and butter. Those are staples that I like to keep. And with all the baking that I did today, it's very evident. So let me show you the dough so far. Not bad. I'm next gonna, because these will bake quick, I'm gonna let them bake. Wow, I'm enjoying my meal. And so you know what I'm having for my meal today. I figure I might as well eat before I leave. The whole wheat spaghetti that I seasoned with the lemon and pepper. And then of course I have the zucchini that I cooked with the tomato sauce, the garlic, the parsley, the onions, and the different seasonings. I put a chicken breast on top. It was Milani's. Hope I'm saying that right. It's kind of like a fried chicken breast that has the parmesan, the oregano, the parsley in it. Slapped on a piece of provolone. As I mentioned, I'm looking for a vegan cheese. I am. Just been a hard time. And I don't know who this person is, Cocina Antica, but she claims to be Nona. So I'm going to trust her and hope that this is good. It says crafted from 100% Italian tomatoes, authentic Italian family recipe. And I forgot to mention that the tomatoes that I use in my eggs, my Spanish eggs earlier, they're Campari tomatoes. Very good, not cheap. So sometimes you gotta go for quality over quantity. A lot of the baking stuff I got from Aldi's. That's why it was super cheap. So this calls for 1.5. It says 1.5. Oh, and I got the chocolate chip recipe right off the box of the baking soda. That's so old school. You know, back in the day, people would just get recipes from the back of the box. So instead of 1.5, I'm just gonna do 1. Let's see. Well, that's a 1/2 cup. So let's first start with 1/2 cup. And that's why it's very important to measure this little bag, 10 ounces. It's about a cup. Ooh, this is too expensive, I tell you. Got my coconut flakes. Oh, look, recipe on the back of this. Kim's coconut macaroon. So I guess we'll be doing that another day. So let's do 1/2 cup. Because again, when you're cooking, you want to have your measurements. Proportion. That's why I tell people I can make anything as long as you give me the recipe for it. And then once I have the experience of seeing what flows well, I don't need a recipe. I don't even need to measure. But I'm just getting myself in the habit of using measurements because my goal is to maybe work for a bakery. Definitely for a restaurant, for sure. Alright. Are these almonds from California, eh? Like me? Let me see. It says product of the USA, but it doesn't say from where. But I got these from Almond. So this is about half a cup of the coconut. And then half a cup of almond. So that should equate to what the actual recipe had called for, 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. I could have used almond extract. Toasted almonds are really good too. And you know what? I got something left for a new recipe. Just because we own a couple more chocolate chips. Alright. I actually use some of these chocolate chips for pancakes. That's probably why I'm running low. So I'll have to re-up on those. I like butterscotch chips too. Alright, so I like things to be clean and orderly, and a good way to avoid pests to seal your food properly. I've lived in a number of large cities, and fortunately, I do not have to deal with pests because I know how to get rid of them, and I know the things to do to deter them. Especially working in restaurants, you'd be surprised that fine dining 5-star Michelin place could have rats, y'all. So read the reviews. Oh my gosh, this is looking good. Hold up, y'all, hold up. You can see. So it's all about the right ratios. And again, from what I've experienced today, I can just say that using that blender to blend the wet ingredients prior to, doing that works well. Now, obviously, I'm about to get my hands dirty. And I don't want to get my hands dirty. So,